Hello students, this is grade 10 physics class, chapter 12, electricity. Yes. In last video class, we have seen the resistors in series combination as well as resistors in parallel combination. Am I right? Yes. In this session, we are going to start a next topic. What is that? Next topic. Yes. In order to start our next topics, we must recall, so what are the things we have seen in previous video class? Is it clear? Yes. In last video class, we have seen the resistors in series combination as well as the resistors in parallel combination. Am I right? Yes. So what is the difference between the series combination and parallel combination, sir? Yes, look at here. When two or more resistors are connected n to n or one after one consecutively, what is it? Consecutively, then that setup of the resistors is said to be in series combination. Am I right? Yes. Next, what is parallel combination, sir? What is parallel combination? Yes. When two or more resistors are connected one below one, note this point, one below one, so between same 2 points of the battery, then the setup of the resistors is in parallel combination. That's all. Okay. Yes. In series combination, the resistors are connected one after one. But in parallel combination, the resistors are connected one below one. That's all. Isn't it? Yes. So what happens to the voltage, current and resistors in series combination as well as parallel combination of the resistors? Yes. First one, series combination. The same amount of current which is flowing across the all resistors. So whatever the resistors connected in series combination, the same amount of current which is flowing through all the resistors. Is it clear, students? Yes. Whereas in parallel, at this point, in parallel combination, all resistors will have same potential difference. Okay, so whatever the resistors are connected in parallel, then each, note this point, each resistor will have same amount of potential difference. Is it clear? Yes. Next, what happens to a voltage in series? Okay, and number of resistors are connected in series, and different resistor will have different amount of potential difference. Where in series combination, when two or more resistors are connected in series combination, different resistor will have different amount of potential difference. Here the voltage is depend on the resistor's value only in series combination, isn't it? Yes. What about the parallel combination, sir? What about the parallel combination? Yes. So when two or more resistors are connected in parallel, then different resistor will have different amount of current. Okay, different resistors will have different amount of current. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. In series combination, the voltage gets distributed. On this point, in series combination, voltage gets distributed. Am I right? Yes. Whereas in parallel combination, current gets distributed. Am I right or wrong? Yes. In parallel combination, the current gets distributed. Okay. Yes. So in series combination, current remains same, whereas in parallel combination, voltage remains same. That's all. Yes. So what happens to resistors in series combination? The sum of all the resistors which is equal to total resistors in series combination. So when number of resistors are connected in series combination, if we add this all resistors value, we can get the total resistance in series combination. Am I right? Yes. So what happens to resistors in parallel combination? In parallel combination, yes. Look at here. The reciprocal of total resistance in parallel combination, which is equal to reciprocal of sum of individual resistance. Am I right? Yes. Which means reciprocal of the total resistance in parallel combination, which is equal to reciprocal of the sum of reciprocal of individual resistances. Okay, 1 by Rp which is equal to Rp, which means resistors in parallel. So 1 by Rp which is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Okay, it's so on. Okay, that's all. So till now we have seen up to this. Am I right? Yes. In this session we are going to start very important topic in electricity lesson. You may ask me, so what is that, sir? What is that, sir? That is electric power. The topic is, what is that? Electric power. Yes. So in this session we are going to discuss about the new topic, that is electric power. What is that? Electric power. Yes. You might have heard that word power. Power. What is power, sir? You might have heard in so many advertisements in a television. For example, Boost is a power of my secret, and Horlicks is a power of my secret, and like that. Am I right? Yes. What is power, sir? What is power in terms of physics? Okay, what is mean by power in terms of physics? Okay, yes, look at here. Let's start with an example to understand the concept of what is power. What is power? Is it clear? Yes. Consider two boys. Consider two boys. So, boy 1 and boy 2. Okay, look at here. So now we are going to start with, in terms of physics, what is power? What is power? Is it clear? Yes. To understand that concept very clearly, so we need some example. We need some example. So let's get started with example. So look at here. Consider two boys. Consider two boys, boy 1 and boy 2. Boy 2. Is it clear? Yes. I am going to give a task for each of them. I am going to give task for each of them. So what is the task, sir? You may ask me, what is that task, sir? Look at here. 20 bricks are given for each of them. 20 bricks. You know what is bricks? Bricks means that in Tamil is a single. Yes, that is bricks. 20 bricks. Note this point. bricks. 20 bricks are given for the boy 1, as well as the 20 bricks are given for the boy 2 also. But I have drawn here very few bricks. Okay, that is for example, no problem. So here also there is 20 bricks. 20 bricks. Look at here. Consider two boys, boy 1 and boy 2. I am going to give a task for each of them. Okay, what is that task, sir? You may ask me. Look at here. 20 bricks are given for each of them. 20 bricks. Tamil you say 20 single. 20 bricks are given for each of them. Okay, even first boy has 20 bricks, as well as the boy 2 has 20 bricks. Is it clear, students? Yes. Consider the godown is there. Consider a godown is there. Do you know what is godown? Yes, a storage place. Storage place. Okay, yes. Consider a godown is there. Okay, yes, look at here. Here, each boy has to keep the 20 bricks inside the godown. That is my task. That is my task. Look at here. 20 bricks are given for each of them. For boy 1 as well as boy 2. Is it clear? Yes. My task is, each boy has to place, not a place, keep. Each boy has to keep the 20 bricks inside the godown. Inside the godown. Is it clear? That is my task. That is my task. Is that clear? Yes. Look at here. The boy 1 has kept the 20 bricks within 10 seconds. Within 10 seconds. The boy 1 has kept the 20 bricks within 10 seconds. Whereas the boy 2 has kept the 20 bricks within 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds. So time here 20 seconds for boy 2 and time here 10 seconds for boy 1. Is that clear, students? So very easy, so don't get confusion here. Look at here. What is my task? Each boy has to keep the 20 bricks. 20 bricks inside the godown. That is my task. Okay, yes. The boy A has kept the 20 bricks inside the godown within 10 seconds. Time how much? 10 seconds. Yes. Whereas the boy 2 has kept the 20 bricks, same amount of 20 bricks in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds. Am I right or wrong? Yes. Look at here. Here, each boy has done same amount of work. Am I right or wrong? Each boy has done same amount of work. Look at here, because I have given 20 bricks for boy 1 as well as boy 2. Am I right? So each boy has done same amount of work, but the time is different. But the time is different. Yes, the boy 1 has kept the 20 bricks within 10 seconds, which means the boy 1 has completed the task in less time, as well as the boy 2 has completed the task in more time. Yes, so look at here, the boy 1 has taken just 10 seconds to complete the task, whereas the boy 2 has taken how much? The boy 2 has taken 20 seconds to complete the task. But both, look at here, the both boy has done same amount of work, 20 bricks and 20 bricks here. But who is done, note this point, who is done the work in minimum time, in less time? That is boy 2. That is, what is that? That is boy 2 only. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. The boy 1 has done the task, which means has kept the 20 bricks inside the godown within 10 seconds. So per second, note this point, per second, how much bricks which is kept by the boy 1? How much? Look at here, 20 bricks kept by the boy 1 in 10 seconds. So 1 second, how much? Yes, 20 divided by 10, which is equal to, what is that? Yes, 2 bricks per second. Note this point, per second the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 1 is 2. Boy 1 is 2. Yes, look at here. Now come to boy 2. Okay, look at here. Here the boy 2 has kept the 20 bricks within 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds. Yes. So per second, the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 2, how much, sir? How much? So look at here. So 20 divided by 20, which is equal to, what is that? Yes, 1 brick. 1 brick. 1 brick. Is it clear? Note this point. See, the boy 1 has kept the 20 bricks within 10 seconds. So 1 second, the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 1 inside the ground, that is 2 bricks. That is 2 bricks. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. Here the boy 2 has kept the 20 bricks within 20 seconds. So the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 1 in per second. Okay, in a second, that is 1 brick. Just only 1 brick. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. Here, which boy has done more work? More work. Note this point, more work. Which boy has done more work? Obviously, that is boy 2. Obviously, that is boy 2. Look at here, because per second the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 2 is more compared than boy 1. Here the boy 2 has kept 2 bricks in 1 second. In 1 second, whereas the boy 2 kept the bricks inside the godown, that is only 1 per second. Am I right? So per second, note this point, per second the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 2 is more compared than boy 2. So we can say the boy 1 has more power compared than boy 2. Am I right? Yes, obviously we can say boy 1 has more power. Note this point, the boy 1 has more power compared than boy 2. Why, sir? Why? Because the number of bricks which is kept by the boy 1 is more compared than boy 2. Here the boy 1 kept the 2 bricks in single second, okay, which means in unit time, but whereas the boy 2 kept only 1 bricks in a second, okay, which means in a unit time. So obviously we can say the boy 1 has more power. Am I right? The boy 1 has more power, whereas the boy 2 has less power. Boy 1. Is it clear? Yes. Sir, how can we say, sir? How can we say the boy 1 has more power, whereas the boy 2 has less power? less power. How can we say? Yes, the rate of doing work. Okay, so we can say we can define the power, the rate of doing work. Okay, look at here. I'll write here the rate of doing work, that is called power. That is called power. So what is it meaning, sir? What is the rate of doing work? In physics, note this point. In terms of physics, the word rate, which means 1 second. 1 second. Now this point is a very, very important one. Okay, how can we define the power, sir? Power means nothing but the rate of doing work. What is that? The rate of doing work, that is called power. In terms of physics, the word rate of doing, which means per second. Per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. That is called power. Okay, per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. Look at here. Here, per second, the number of bricks which is kept by the by 1 is 2, whereas here, per second, the number of bricks which is kept by the by 2 is just only 1. So obviously, the by 1 has more power compared than by 2. Am I right or not? Yes, we can say like that. So power, which means nothing but the rate of doing work. Per second, how much amount of work is done. Per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. That is called power. So the rate of doing work is called power. In terms of physics, the word rate of doing, which means per second. Per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. Okay, so here per second, the number of bricks which is kept by the by 2 is 2 and by 1 is 1. So obviously this is larger number, this is smaller number, so the by 1 has more power. So per second, the number of bricks which is kept by the by 2 is more, which means per second the amount of work is done by the by 1 is more. Per second, the number of by second, the amount of work is done by the by 2 is less. So obviously the by 1 has more power. By 1 has more power. Is it clear? Yes. So what is power, sir? Here what is power? Power means nothing but the rate of doing work. What is that? The rate of doing work, that is called power, which means per second how much amount of work is done. Note this point, very, very, very important point. Per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. Is that clear? Yes, very simple, don't get confusion. Okay, yes. So we can write the power, note this point. So we can write the power which is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, so we can define the power with this formula, work done divided by time. Okay, work done, what is that? Work done divided by time, that is power. Okay, look at here. Here the by 1 has done the same amount of work within less time, whereas the by 2 has done the same amount of work in 20 seconds. This is a more time, this is a less time. So if we divide the both, which means work done as well as time, we can get the power value. So this formula is very, very important. So power is defined as the rate of doing work. Per second, how much amount of work is done. So look at here. So we can write power that is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, which means what is that? Time unit. What is the time SI unit? That is seconds. Am I right? Yes. So per second, how much amount of work is done? That is. So already we know the time SI unit is seconds. So per second, how much amount of work is done, that is called power. The very easy one, that is called power. Am I right? So power which is equal to work done divided by time. What is that? Power which is equal to work done divided by time, which means per second how much amount of work is done, that is called power. Okay, keep these concepts always in your mind. Okay, sir. Yes. Okay, sir. Power, that is okay, sir. What is electric power, sir? That is very important question. What is electric power, sir? Look at here. So now we are going to enter this topic, electric power. What is that? Electric power. You already studied this concept in 9th standard. Okay, yes, am I right? You already studied what is power in your previous grade, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. Sir, okay, sir. Power, okay, sir. The amount of work is done per second, per unit time. That is called, what is that? Power, sir. Or otherwise we can say the rate of doing work, that is called power, sir. What is electric power, sir? What is electric power? That is a question. That is our question. Okay, so what is electric power? What is electric power? Look at here. At home we use different kinds of electrical appliances such as the television, fan, electric bulb, refrigerator, air conditioner, microwave oven, so water heater and so many things. Okay, at home we use different kinds of electrical appliances. Am I right? Yes. These are all electrical appliances functioning, which means running because of only yes, electricity. Generally we say that is electric energy, because electricity also is a form of energy. Okay, yes, these are all electrical appliances functioning because of only electrical energy. Electrical energy, because electricity also is a form of energy, so we can say it is electrical energy. Am I right? Yes. These all electrical appliances consume, note this point, consume the electrical energy and convert the electrical energy into different kinds of energy, different kinds of form of energy. Am I right? For example, if we switch on the electric bulb, what will happen? Here the electrical energy gets converted into light energy. Am I right? Yes. If we switch on the fan, what will happen? Here the electrical energy converts into mechanical energy. Am I right? Yes. If we switch on the water heater or iron box or toaster, okay, what will happen? Here the electrical energy converts into, what is that energy? Heat energy. Am I right? Yes. If we switch on, note this point, if we switch on the washing machine, what will happen? What will happen? The washing machine consumes the electrical energy and converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. So the all electrical appliances are functioning because of only the electrical energy. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So the all electrical appliances consume the electrical energy and convert this electrical energy into other form of energy. What is that? Other form of energy. Because according law of conservation of energy neither be created nor destroyed. Am I right? Energy neither be created nor destroyed, but we can convert one form of energy into other form of energy. We can convert one form of energy into other form of energy. When you switch on the bulb, electric bulb gets glowing. So here the electric energy is converted into light energy. When you switch on the iron box, what will happen? Here the electrical energy converted into heat energy. Am I right? Yes. So when we switch on the fan will automatically rotating when we switch on. Am I right? Yes. So here the electrical energy converts into mechanical energy. Am I right or wrong? So very easy one. Very easy one. Okay. Yes. So energy neither be created nor destroyed, but we can convert one form of energy into other form of energy. Okay. Yes. So all electrical appliances consume the electrical energy and converts the electrical energy into other form of energy. So here work is done. Am I right or wrong? Yes, obviously here work is done, because electrical appliances consume the electrical energy and converts into other form of energy. So obviously here work is done. Yes, am I right? So this work done per unit time, that is called electric power. Okay, this work done per unit time, that is called electric power. Very easy. Is it clear? Yes. So let's get started with an example. Consider an electric circuit. So battery is here. Connect the electric bulb along with the two terminals of the battery. This is electric bulb. Is it clear? Yes. This is key, which means generally we say that is switch. Okay. Yes. Look at here. Now we are going to see what is electric power. Okay, let's start with an example. Consider an electric circuit. Here here electric bulb is connected along with the two terminals of a battery. Okay, yes. So we apply, note this point, we apply 220 volt potential difference. In the circuit, we apply 220 volt potential difference. So what will happen? Due to this potential difference, there will be some amount of current. There will be some amount of current, yes. So here already we know the current is always flowing from positive terminal of the battery to negative terminal of the battery. So current starts flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. There is a bulb. So what will happen? Here what will happen? Look at here. Here the bulb, electric bulb is one of the electrical appliances. Electrical appliances or electrical components. Am I right? Yes. So this electric bulb consume, note this point, very very important point. This electric bulb consumes the electrical energy, which means current, and this electric bulb convert this electrical energy into light energy. Electrical energy into light energy. Is it clear? Yes. So here electrical energy gets converted into light energy. Light energy. So obviously here work is done. Am I right? Here work is done. So whenever the electrical appliances converts the electrical energy into other form of energy, work is done. What is that? Work is done. Is it clear? Yes. So that is called electric power. That is called electric power. So per second, note this point, per second how much amount of electrical energy gets converted into other form of energy, that is called electric power. That is called electric power. So very very simple, don't get confusion. Don't get confusion. Is it clear? Yes. So we can write the rate at which electric work is done. The rate at which, note this point, the rate at which electric work is done, that is called electric power. That is called electric power. Already we know what is the word meaning rate. What is the rate? Rate means nothing but per second. So per second how much amount of electric work is done, that is called electric power. Don't get confusion, it's very easy one. Is it clear, students? Very very easy, don't get panic. Okay, yes, look at here. So what is electric power, sir? Considers already we know energy neither be created nor destroyed. Just we can convert one form of energy into another form of energy, isn't it? Yes. So the light, electric bulb is one of the device which convert the electrical energy into light energy. And then fan is one of the electrical appliances. This fan converts the electrical energy into mechanical energy. Then the water heater also one of the electrical appliances which converts the electrical energy into heat energy. So all electrical appliances functioning because of only electrical energy, which means generally we say current. So the all electrical appliances consume the electrical energy, different kinds of energy, other different kinds of energy. Okay, yes. So the electrical appliances, how much amount which is consumes the electrical energy per second, that is called electric power. That is called electric power. Am I right? Yes. So let's get started with an example. Battery is here. So across the two terminals of battery we have connected the electric bulb. Electric bulb also one of the device, electrical appliances. Okay, yes, key is here. So when we switch on, so here 220 volt potential difference is applied. When we switch on this circuit, what will happen? Due to potential difference there will be some amount of current, which means electric energy, isn't it? Yes. So this electric bulb consumes the electrical energy and converts this electrical energy into light energy. Am I right? Convert this electrical energy into light energy. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. Here the work is done. Here the electrical work is done because electrical energy gets converted into light energy, which means other different form of energy. So obviously here work is done, which means electrical work is done. Is it clear? So that is called electric power. That is called electric power. Okay, so per second how much amount of electrical energy gets converted into light energy, that is called power. Very easy one. So we can write We can write the rate at which, know this point, the rate at which electric work is done. Okay, in terms of physics, the word rate, which means per second. Per second, how much amount of electric work is done? That is called, what is that? That is called electric power. So we can write electric power, or generally we say power. Electric power, which is equal to work done divided by time taken. Work done divided by time taken. Is that clear? Yes. Per second, how much amount of electric work is done? That is called, what is that? Power, electrical power. So we can write electrical power, which is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, so per time, which means SI unit of time is seconds. So per second, how much amount of work is done? That is called power. Is it clear, students? Very easy. Okay, yes. So this is in terms of this definition for in terms of work. In terms of work, yes. Look at here. So already we know whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Am I right? Yes. Whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Okay, for example, so we eat different kinds of food material. Yes, we eat different kinds of food materials every day. So we gain energy. We gain energy from the food materials. So that energy used to make some work. Okay, if you not get food materials, you will not get energy. If you not get energy, you will not be able to do some work. Yes, I'm making this video because of my body energy. Am I right? Yes. So morning I ate different kinds of food materials. That food material provides me energy. Due to that energy, I'm making this video in front of you. If I don't have energy, I cannot make this video. Am I right? Yes. So whenever, note this point, whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Am I right? Whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Am I right or wrong, students? Yes, very easy one. So look at here. So this definition for in terms of work. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Here this electric bulb consumes the electrical energy and converts this electrical energy into light energy. Yes. Per second, how much amount of electrical energy is converted into other form of energy, which means light energy? That is also called power. Power in terms of energy. So this is definition for the power in terms of work done. Okay, next I am going to write the definition in terms of energy. Because work done which is equal to energy consumption. Okay, whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. So work done that is equal to energy consumption. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Here the bulb consumes the electrical energy and the bulb converts the electrical energy into light energy. So per second, how much amount of electrical energy gets converted into light energy or other form of energy? That is also called power in terms of energy. Okay, look at here. I'll write the definition, another one definition. So the rate at which electrical energy is consumed. That is also called power. Okay, so this is also power, that is also power. So this is a definition of power in terms of work done. Note this point, in terms of work done. But this is a definition of power in terms of energy. So whenever work is done, equal amount of energy gets consumed. That is the reason why I have defined the power in two terms. First one in work done and second one in electrical energy. That's all, students. Very easy one. Very, very easy one. Don't get confusion. Don't get panic first of all. Okay, yes. That's all about electric power. Electric power. Is it clear, students? So very, 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 very easy. Okay, yes. So again, I'll recall that. Next, we are going to see what is that? Electric power. Electric power, isn't it? Yes. So at home, we use different kinds of electrical appliances: a TV, a refrigerator, air conditioner, fan, microwave oven, then water heater, toaster, and so many things. And so many electrical appliances we are functioning every day. Am I right? Yes. These are electrical appliances running, which means functioning because of only electrical energy. Am I right? Yes. So these all electrical appliances consume the electrical energy and gets converted into other form of energy, such as light energy, heat energy, and so many energies. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here. Here, electric bulb is here. So the electric bulb is connected to the two terminals of a battery. Yes. So we apply 220 volt potential difference. So due to this potential difference, there is current. Am I right? Yes. Already we know electricity also is a form of energy, that is called electrical energy. Yes. So look at here, current flows from positive terminal to negative terminal. So electric bulb also one of the electrical component, which means electrical appliances. So this electrical appliance, which means the electric bulb, consumes the electrical energy, which means current, and converts the electrical energy into light energy. Convert this electrical energy into light energy. So here work is done. Here work is done because the electrical bulb converts the electrical energy into light energy. So obviously here work is done. So per second, how much amount of electric work is done? Now this point, per second, how much amount of electric work is done? That is called electric power in terms of work. In terms of work. So we can write the rate at which electric work is done. The rate at which electric work is done. Okay, in physics, the word rate, which means per second. So per second, how much amount of electric work is done? That is called electric power. That is called electric power in terms of work done. Is it clear? Yes. So we can write the electric power formula, electric power, which is equal to work done divided by time. Work done divided by time. So already we know the time SI unit is seconds. So per second, how much amount of work is done? That is called power. Is it clear, students? Very easy one. So next one, already we know, whenever work is done, the equal amount of energy is consumed. Whenever work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Okay, for example, I'm walking in front of you. I'm walking in front of you. Okay, so every second I am doing work. Every second I am doing work. So when I walking in front of you, the equal amount of energy is, what is it? Consumed by body. My body consumes equal amount of energy. Is it clear? Yes. So whenever work is done, equal amount of energy consume. So work done, that is equal to energy consumption. Work done, that is equal to energy consumption. Okay, yes. Look at here. Now we are going to see what is electric power in terms of energy. So this is the electric power in terms of work done. I am going to discuss with you what is electric power in terms of energy, because work done, that is equal to energy, already we know very well, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. Here this electric bulb converts the electrical energy, which means current, into light energy. Electrical energy into light energy. Per second, note this point. Per second, how much amount of electrical energy gets converted into light energy? That is also called power. That is also called power. Okay, yes. For example, when you switch on the electric fan, what will happen? The electric fan automatically start rotating. Am I right? Yes. Per second, how much amount of electric energy is converts into mechanical energy? That is called power. That is called power. Am I right? So when we switch on the what is that? Water heater. When we switch on the water heater and iron box, what will happen? Here the electrical energy gets converted into heat energy. So per second, how much amount of electrical energy is converts into heat energy? That is also called power in terms of energy. That is also called power. That's all, students. Very easy one. Okay, yes. So we can say the rate at which electrical energy is consumed. The rate at which electrical energy is consumed. In terms of physics, what is the word meaning rate? Which means per second. So per second, how much amount of electrical energy consumed by an electrical appliance is? That is also called power. That is also called power. That's all. So we have two definitions for electrical power in terms of work done as well as in terms of electrical energy. So the rate at which electrical work is done, that is called power in terms of work done. The rate at which electrical energy is consumed, that is also called power in terms of energy. That's all, students. Okay, yes. So power which is equal to work done divided by time. Power which is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, or otherwise we can say power that is equal to energy divided by time, because work done that is equal to energy. So obviously we can write power that is equal to energy divided by time. Okay, both are same here. Is that clear? It's very easy. So look at here. Electric power is denoted by letter capital P. Electric power is denoted by letter capital P, and work done is denoted by letter W, capital W, and time is denoted by letter small t. So P that is equal to W by T. This is mathematical formula. This is mathematical formula for electric power. Is it clear? This is very easy. Don't get confused. Okay, students? Yes, that's all. So the electric power that is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, this is in terms of work done. Suppose in terms of energy, we can write the electric power which is equal to energy divided by time. Both are same, because work done that is equal to energy consumption. Am I right? Yes. So work done, electric power is denoted by letter capital P, and work done capital W by T. That is electric power. That's all. Okay. Yes. Okay, sir. Electric power. Okay, sir. The rate at which work is done, that is electric power, sir. Or otherwise we can say the rate at which electric energy is consumed, that is also called electric power, sir, in terms of energy, sir. Yes. So what is the SI unit, sir? You may ask me, what is the SI unit of electric power, sir? That is next question. Okay? Yes. So what is the SI unit of electric power? Unit of electric power. Okay, next we are going to see what is that? Unit of electric power. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. So already we know power which is equal to electric power or power, both are same meaning, you don't get confusion. So power which is equal to work done divided by time. Work done divided by time. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. Next question rising here. So what is the SI unit of electric power, sir? What is the SI unit of electric power, sir? Yes. Just repeat the question. What is the SI unit of electric power? The spelling will be different. WATT, that is watt. What is the SI unit of electric power? Okay, look at here. Power which is equal to work done divided by time. Am I right? Yes. So what is the SI unit of work done, sir? What is the SI unit of work done? Yes, that is joule. That is joule. Joule is the SI unit of work done. What is the SI unit of time? SI unit of time is seconds. SI unit of time is seconds. So joule divided by second. Joule divided by second, that is called watt. That is called watt. What is that? That is called watt. So watt is the SI unit of electric power, not WHAT, that watt. Here watt, WATT, that is SI unit of electric power. So watt is the SI unit of electric power. Is it clear? Yes. So watt is denoted by the letter capital W. Capital W. Is it clear, students? So look at here. Now we are going to see what is the SI unit of electric power. Already we know electric power which is equal to work done divided by time taken. Am I right? Yes. So SI unit of work done, that is joule. SI unit of time, that is second. So joules per second, that is equal to watt. So obviously the SI unit of electric power is watt, not WHAT, that watt. Okay, yes, watt, WATT. So watt is the SI unit of electric power. The watt is denoted by the letter capital W. What is that? Capital W. That's all very easy one. Okay, what is very important one more question. So what is the SI unit of electric power? That is watt. WATT, that watt. Okay, so what is the electric power of SI unit of electric power? Is it clear? Yes, look at here. So already we know power which is equal to work done divided by time. Okay, power, look at here, I'll write here. Power which is equal to work done divided by time. Work done divided by time. Am I right? Yes. So SI unit of power, that is watt. SI unit of power, that is watt. Watt which is equal to SI unit of work done, joule. SI unit of work done, that is joule, divided by time, yes, seconds. Okay, yes, look at here. So there is 1, 1, 1 in front of the all quantities. In front of the all quantities, there is 1. You put 1, just 1. Yes, look at here. Just 1. So next question rising here. So what is 1 watt, sir? What is 1 watt? That is very, very important 3-mark question. Define 1 watt. Define 1 watt. That is very big question. Look at here. So 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. So what is it meaning, sir? What is the explanation, sir? What is the explanation? When, note this point, when 1 joule work is done in 1 second, then the power is said to be in 1 watt. That's all. When 1 joule work is done per unit time or 1 second, we can say 1 second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. That's all, very easy one. Here this formula reveals the answer. This formula shows the answer. 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second, which means when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, then the power is said to be in 1 watt. 1 watt. That's all. Look at here. So I'll write the definition. So when 1 joule of work is done in a unit time, or otherwise we can say 1 second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. That's all, students, very easy one. When 1 joule of work is done in a unit time which means nothing but per second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. 1 watt. Is it clear? It's a very, very easy one. Very, very easy. You don't get confused with it. Here the formula reveals the answer. 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. What is it? 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. So when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. 1 watt. That's a very easy one. Okay, yes, look at here. So what is it meaning, sir? This explanation okay, a definition okay. What is it meaning, sir? What is it meaning, sir? Look at here. Listen here. Consider electric circuit. Okay, look at here. There is an electric bulb. Key is here. So battery. We apply 220 volt. Okay, look at here. Consider an electric circuit. Consider electric circuit. Here bulb, 2 terminals of the bulb is connected along with the 2 terminals of the battery. We apply 220 volt potential difference. So due to this potential difference in the circuit, there is some amount of current. Am I right? Yes. So current always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal of the battery, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. Here we have connected electric bulb. Is it clear? Yes. So here the electric bulb consumes the electrical energy and converts the electrical energy into light energy. Am I right? Converts the electrical energy into light energy. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. So look at here. If the electrical bulb consumes 1 joule of energy in 1 second, then the power of the bulb is said to be 1 watt. That's all. Look at here, very, very, very easy one. So now we are going to see what is that 1 watt. What is 1 watt? Already we know 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second, which means when 1 joule of work is done, when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, then the power is said to be in 1 watt. Power is said to be in 1 watt. So already we know, note this point, already we know work done that is equal to energy. Work done, this, never ever forget this formula, very, very easy one. So work done that is equal to energy. So whenever work is done, equal amount of energy. So work done that is equal to energy. So we can say the work in the form of energy, as well as we can say the energy in the form of work. Both are same here. Okay, look at here. So 1 watt that is equal to, when 1 joule of work is done in 1 second, then the power is said to be in 1 watt. Am I right? Yes. So what is that meaning, sir? Look at here. Here we have connected the electric bulb. We have connected the electric bulb across the 2 terminals of the battery, isn't it? Yes. So this electric bulb consumes the electrical energy and converts the electrical energy into light energy. Am I right? Am I right? Yes, light energy as well as heat energy also, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. If the electric bulb consumes 1 joule of electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the electric bulb is said to be 1 watt. 1 watt, that's all. Very, very easy. If, note this point, if the electric bulb consumes 1 joule of electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the electric bulb is said to be 1 watt. The power of the electric bulb is said to be 1 watt. That's all. Okay, that's all, very, 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 very easy. Okay, don't get confusion. Okay, what is the meaning, sir? If not only electric bulb, any other electrical appliances you can take. Okay, so if an electric bulb consumes 1 joule of electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the electric bulb is said to be in 1 watt. That's all. 1 watt. Okay, you might have seen, note this point, you might have seen in many of the electrical appliances there will be a 60 watt, 100 watt, 200 watt, 2000 watt, like that. For example, there is a tube light. There is a tube light. That tube light power rating is 40 watt. The tube light power rating is 40 watt. So what is it meaning, sir? What is that meaning, sir? Look at here. Already we know 1 watt that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. 1 watt that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. So 40 watt that is equal to, 40 watt that is equal, what is that? 40 joule divided by 1 second, which means that electric bulb, which means that tube light consumes 40 joule energy per second. Every second that tube light consumes 40 joule energy. That is a meaning. That's all. That is a meaning. Every second the tube light consumes 40 joule energy. So every second the tube light converts the 40 joule of electrical energy into light energy. That is the meaning. That is the meaning. Okay, students, very, very easy, don't get panic. Okay, yes, you might have seen most of the electrical appliances. Most of the electrical appliances. Is it clear? Yes, that is the meaning. The electric bulb 40 watt. The electric bulb power rating is 40 watt. Then electric fan. That electric fan power rating is 150 watt. Then the TV, not TV, you take any other one. The refrigerator, which means fridge. The refrigerator power rating is 200 watt. Refrigerator power rating is 200 watt. Next, the water heater. The water heater power rating is 1000 watt. Sorry, 1000 watt. Then the washing machine. The washing machine power rating is 3000 watt. Washing machine power rating is 3000 watt. 3000 watt. Is it clear, students? Look at here. You might have seen most of the electrical appliances, there will be the power rating. So for example, the tube light power rating is 40 watt. The fan power rating is, look at here, 150 watt. 100 watt. Heater, what heater power rating is 1000 watt. The washing machine power rating is 3000 watt. 3000 watt. Already we know what is the power of, what is the unit of electric power. Am I right? Yes. So different electrical appliances having different amount of power rating. Different amount of power rating. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here. So 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. What is that meaning, sir? Which means when an electrical appliance consumes 1 joule electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the electrical appliance said to be 1 watt. Power of the electrical appliance said to be 1 watt. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here. If the electric bulb consumes 1 joule electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the electrical bulb is said to be 1 watt. What is that? 1 watt. Is it clear? Look at here. But the electric bulb power rating is 40 watt. The electric bulb, the tube light power rating is 40 watt. What is that meaning, sir? What is that meaning? Which means every second the electric bulb, which means the tube light consumes 40 joule electrical energy. 40 joule electrical energy. Next, the fan power rating is, what is that? 150 watts, sir. What is it meaning, sir? Every second the fan consumes 150 joule electrical energy. Okay, every second the fan consumes 150 joule electrical energy. That is a meaning for that. That is a meaning. Yes. Next, the refrigerator power rating is 200 watt. What is it meaning, sir? Which means every second the refrigerator consumes 200 joule electrical energy. 200 joule electrical energy, isn't it? Yes. Next, the water heater electric energy, power rating is 1000 watt. Sir, what is it meaning, sir? Which means every second the water heater consumes 1000 joule. Know this point? 1000 joule of electrical energy. Okay, yes. Next, the washing machine power rating is 3000 watt. This is very big amount of power rating. The washing machine power rating is 3000 watt, which means every second the washing machine consumes how much amount? Yes, 3000 joule electrical energy. That's all. Because 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. Here time constant. Note this point here, time constant. Yes, that is 1 second. So 40 watt, that is equal to 40 joule divided by 1 second. So here the washing machine power rating is 3000 watt. So 3000 watt, that is equal to 3000 joule divided by per second. Per second. That's all. Very easy one. Is it clear, students? Very, very, very easy. The thing is how you are understanding this concept. That is very important. That is very, very important. Okay, please try to understand my concepts, what I am telling here. Is it clear? Puriyadalya? That's all. Okay, so define, if they ask in board exam, what will you write about this 1 watt? Define 1 watt. 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. 1 watt that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second, which means when 1 joule of work is done in unit time, which means per second, then the power is said to be 1 watt. Then the power is said to be, what is that? 1 watt. Is it clear, students? Yes, very easy one. So already we know work done, that is equal to energy. When work is done, equal amount of energy is consumed. Equal amount of energy is consumed. So we can write work done, that is equal to energy. Work and energy both are equal. Both are equal. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. Here the bulb is connected. Bulb is connected in the electric circuit. Bulb is connected in a electric circuit. Yes. Here, if the bulb consumes 1 joule of electrical energy, 1 joule of, because energy SI unit is joule. If the bulb consumes 1 joule of electrical energy in 1 second, then the power of the bulb is 1 watt. Power of the bulb is 1 watt. Is that clear? Yes, very, very easy one. So 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. Isn't it? Yes. So already we know different electrical appliances we have at home. These are all different electrical appliances having different amount of power rating. different amount of power rating. For example, the washing machine required more amount of power, the tube light requires less amount of power. The charger requires less amount of power, whereas the refrigerator requires more amount of power. That is depend on the electrical appliances. We cannot do anything. Okay, yes. The electric bulb power rating is 40 joule, which means the electric bulb consumes 40 joule electrical energy per second. 40 joule electric energy per second. Then the fan electric power rating is 150 watt, which means the fan consumes 150 joule electrical energy per second. Here also the refrigerator consumes 200 joules per second. Here also the water heater consumes 1000 joule electrical energy in 1 second. Washing machine also consumes 3000 joules electrical energy per second. Is that clear? That is called watt. That is called 1 watt. Is that clear, students? Very easy. So 1 watt, that is equal to 1 joule divided by 60 seconds. Sorry, 1 seconds. Is it clear? Yes. Very easy. Don't get panic. Okay. Yes. Okay, sir. Electric power. Okay, sir. What is the formula for calculating electric power, sir? What is the formula for calculating the electric power, sir? That is question. Now we are going to see that. Okay? Yes. So next we are going to see the formula for calculating electric power, sir. Formula for calculating electric power. Okay, yes. So next one, formula for calculating electric power. Because theoretically we know what is electric power and what is watt and what is 1 watt and so many things. But mathematically how to calculate the power, sir? Mathematically how to calculate the powers, electric power, sir? That is the reason why we need formula. Is it clear? We need formula. Okay, students? So very easy one, you don't get panic. Okay, yes. So already we know the electric power or generally we say power, both are same. Electric power, because all the times we cannot mention electric power like that. Okay, yes. So electric power which is equal to, what is that? Work done divided by time. Work done divided by time. Am I right? Yes. So electric power is denoted by the letter capital P and work done W and time T. Isn't it? Yes. So we can write P that is equal to W divided by T. P that is equal to W divided by T. Is it clear, students? Yes. Look at here. Here, what is W, sir? What is W? W means nothing but that is work done. W that is equal to work done. See, already we have studied a formula in the topic of electric potential. Electric potential. Am I right? Which means what is that? The potential difference which is equal to, what is that? You tell me. What is that? The potential difference which is equal to what? You tell me. The potential difference which is equal to, which means the work done. The potential difference which is equal to work done divided by the amount of charge is moved, which means Q. Amount of charge is moved. Already we have studied in previous topic of the electric potential. Okay. Now you apply that formula here. Okay. I'll write the formula here. Look at here. I have some space. Okay, I'll write this formula there. So we can write P that is equal to W by T. P that is equal to W by T. Okay, students? Yes. So look at here. So already we know this potential difference or electric potential both the same meaning. So the potential difference. So I'll write there. It is not convenient for me as well as for you. Okay, so already we know the potential difference which is equal to work done divided by charge moved. The amount of charge moved, already we studied this formula in the concept of electric potential and potential difference. Am I right? Yes. So the potential difference denoted by letter V. Denoted by letter V. And the work done W. And charge Q. And charge Q. So which means we can write V that is equal to W divided by Q. V which is equal to W divided by Q. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. We need this work done. We need work done. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. So W, what will be there? So W which is equal to V into Q. W which is equal to what is it? Which means work done that is equal to V into Q. Am I right or wrong? Yes. So substitute this value in this formula. In this formula. Is it clear? So we can write P that is equal to what will be the P which is equal to, substitute the W value here. So W value is V into Q divided by T. V into Q. So as well already there is a T, you put the same T here. Is it clear, students? Yes. Look at here. Already we know what is Q, sir. What is Q? Q means that is amount of charge is moved. Amount of charge is moved. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. So already we know I which is equal to Q by T. Okay, which means current value. The current value I that is equal to Q by T. From this current formula we can find out the Q value. Am I right? We can find out the Q value. If I equal to Q by T, so what will be the Q value? The Q will be I into T. The Q value I into T. The Q value I into T. Yes. Substitute this Q value in this formula. Substitute this Q value in this formula. Okay, for example, consider this formula, equation 1. Okay, yes, this is equation 2. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. In equation 1. Okay, so remaining I'll write there. Okay, I don't have space. What can I do? Remaining I'll write here. After this I'll continue there. Okay. Substitute this equation 2 in this equation. So P which is equal to V, let it be V, and Q value, yes, I into T divided by, already there is T. So P we can get, finally we can P that is equal to V into I into T. V into I into T divided by T. Look at here. T cancel, sir. T cancel. So P which is equal to V into I. This is a power formula. P that is equal to V into I. P that is equal to V into I. This is a power formula. With help of this formula, we can find out the power value. What is this? That's all. That's all. Is it clear, students? Very, very easy one. Okay. I'll repeat again. So next we are going to see the formula for calculating electrical power. Am I right? Yes. Because theoretically we know what is electrical power, what is electrical power and 1 watt and so many things. Okay. Mathematically how to calculate, sir? To calculate mathematically we need some formula. That formula we are going to derive. Okay. Yes. So already we know electric power which is equal to work done divided by time. Electric power that is equal to work done divided by time. Electric power denoted by letter P and work done W and time T, small t. Okay. Yes. So P that is equal to W by T. We can write P that is equal to W by T, isn't it? Yes. Look at here. So here W, what is W, sir? W means nothing but the work done. W means what is that? Work done. So already we have studied formulas in the topic of electric potential. So the potential difference which is equal to work done divided by time. Potential difference that is equal to work done divided by time. Is it clear? Yes. Look at here. So potential divided by letter V and work done W and charge Q. Is it clear? Yes. So we can write V that is equal to W by Q. V that is equal to W by Q. Is it clear? Yes. So we need this W value only. So when this term comes this side, this division changes into multiplication. So we can get W which is equal to V into Q. V into Q. Is it clear? Yes. Substitute this W value in this formula. So we can get P that is equal to V into Q divided by T. Okay, because instead of W we have mentioned B into Q, is substitute here. This is considered equation 1. Okay, yes. So already we know current, that is I equal to Q by T. Current, that is I equal to Q by T. Am I right? Yes. So we need this charge value, Q value. So when this term comes this side, this division changes into multiplication. So we can get Q that is equal to I into T. Q that is equal to I into T. Okay, consider this is equation 2. Now substitute this equation 2 in equation 1. So we can get what is value? P that is equal to V into I into T divided by T. I into 2 divided by T. So T cancel. So we can get P that is equal to VI. P that is equal to VI, which means electric power that is equal to multiplication of voltage and current. Voltage and current. Is it clear? That's all. Is it clear? Very, very easy. Sir, look at here. So you may ask me, sir, why we need to take that formula as well as this formula, sir? Because already we have studied the potential difference formula and the current formula. Why we are using here, sir? Why we are using in the concept of electric power? Why, sir? You may ask me like that. That is common question. Why? Because look at here. Consider the electric circuit. Consider the electric circuit. Okay, look at here. We apply a bulb is here. We connected the bulb. We apply 220 volt. Is it clear? Yes. So here, when we apply the 220 volt potential difference, what will happen? There will be current. Yes, current always flows from positive terminal to negative terminal, isn't it? Yes. Here, what causes current? The potential difference causes current. Due to current, the bulb gets glowing. Am I right? Yes. Here the bulb converts the electrical energy into light energy. So here the bulb is glowing because of current. What causes current? Current causes potential difference. So there is some relationship between the power, because the bulb has power, and the potential difference, and the current. Is it clear? Yes. So look at here work done. What is that? Here work done that is equal to potential difference and charge. That is the reason why I have taken this work done formula here. Is it clear? Next one, here the bulb consumes the electrical energy only. Now this point, the bulb consumes only electrical energy. Electrical energy means what is that? Current. So that is the reason I have taken this current formula here. I that is equal to Q by T. So Q that is equal to I into T. That is the reason why we have used here two formulas here. Okay, look at here. Here the bulb is glowing. Potential difference, due to potential difference as well as current. So the bulb has power, some power rating. That bulb is glowing because of the potential difference and the current. That is the reason why I have taken this potential difference formula as well as this current formula. That's all. So look at here. So the electric power that is equal to the multiplication of voltage and current. That's all. Look at here. Here the bulb is glowing. Here that bulb is glowing. So that bulb has some power that is already 40 watt. That bulb has some power that is 40 watt. Here the bulb is glowing because of potential difference as well as current. That is the reason why this product of potential difference and current that is equal to power. The all electrical appliance is functioning because of what? Because of current. What causes current? Potential difference causes current. So the multiplication of potential difference and current, that is equal to power. That's all, students. Okay, shall I explain Tamil? Yes. Look at here. Power na onilla V into I, potential voltage current multiple pannana, adudha power. இங்கே நம்ம வீட்டில் நிறைய எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்சஸ்லாம் ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த எல்லா எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்சஸ் எதனால் ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு? பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ். சரி, ஃபஸ்ட்டு கரண்ட்டால் ஒர்க் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கு. கரண்ட் எதனால் வருது? பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் தான் வருது. ஸோ அப்போ கரண்ட்டையும் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸையும் நம்ம மல்டிபிள் பண்ணால் அதுதான் பவர், வேறு ஒன்றுமே இல்லை. ஓகேவா? ஸோ தி மல்டிப்ளிகேஷன் ஆஃப் பொட்டன்ஷியல் டிஃப்ரென்ஸ் அண்ட் கரண்ட், தட் இஸ் கால்டு பவர். That's all, students. Very easy one. Okay, yes. So what is the conclusion, sir, here? What is the conclusion? So electric power which is equal to the product of voltage and current. The product of voltage and current. Okay, I'll write there. Look at here. because I don't have space. So what to do? Look at here. So the electric power which is equal to, what is it, voltage into current. This is very important formula. P that is equal to V into I. What is that? P that is equal to V into I. That is electric power. That's all, students. Very easy one. Don't get panic. Okay? Yes. So I love this. You keep this formula. P that is equal to V into I. P that is equal to V into I. That is electrical power formula. Okay? Yes. So look at here. So the electric power is equal to voltage into current. This is one of the formula. Some other formulas are there for calculating the electric power. Now we are going to see that. Some other formulas are there to calculate the electric power. Now we are going to start that. Okay, students? Yes. Listen here. Some other formula. Some other formulae. Formulae means the plural. Some other formulae for calculating electric power. Some other formulae for calculating electric power. Okay, look at here. See, already we know first formula is, what is that? P that is equal to V into I. P that is equal to V into I. So this is a formula. This is one of the formula for calculating the electric power. Some other formulas also is there. To find out the power of the electrical appliances. Okay, we will see that. Okay, students, look at here. This is first formula. Second formula we are going to derive that. Okay, yes, look at here. So already we know P that is equal to V into I. Okay, P that is equal to V into I. Yes, P that is equal to V into I. According Ohm's law, V equal to IR. Consider this is equation 1. Yes, P that is equal to V into I, that is equal to 1. Equation 1, you consider that. So according Ohm's law, V equal to IR. In first equation already V is there, voltage is there. Yes. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. So what we can get? So P that is equal to, substitute this value here. So IR into I. Am I right? Yes. Look at here. So P that is equal to I into I, that is equal to I squared. So I squared R. So this is one of the formula. To find out the power value. Okay. So look at here. This is first formula in terms of voltage and current. Okay. Look at here. And this is second formula. This is in terms of current and resistance. Okay. Look at here. First formula, P equal to V and I. This formula is to be calculating the power value if you know voltage value and current value. We can choose this formula. And second formula, this formula is to be for calculating the power value in terms of current and resistance, which means if you know the resistance value and current value, we can choose this second formula. Okay, look at here. So this term, this formula, I'll write there. This formula in terms of I and R. Okay, yes. Next, move on. Third formula. What is third formula, sir? Okay, so already we know power which is equal to V into I. Consider this is equation 1. Power which is equal to V into I, which means voltage into current. Yes. So according Ohm's law, V equal to IR. V equal to IR. But what is I, sir? I that is equal to V by R. I that is equal to V by R. Yes, consider this is equation 2. So in first equation already I value is there. So we have I values, another one value here. So substitute this equation 2 in equation 1. So substitute equation 2 in equation 1. Equation 1. Is it clear? Yes. So equation 1, what is it? P that is equal to V into, substitute this I value there. I value there. I value what is it? V by R. So here V by R. So what will be there? V into V, that is equal to V square. So V square divided by R. So P that is equal to V square by R. So this is another one formula for calculating the power in terms of V and R, okay, which means voltage and resistance value. That's all, students. So look at here. This formula is to be for calculating the power if you know V value and R value, voltage value and resistance value. That's all, students. So this formula in terms of R, V and R. That's all, students. Okay, so these all are the formula for calculating the power value. So for calculating power we have three formulas. First formula P equal to V into I. Then second formula P equal to I square R. And third formula P that is equal to V square divided by R. That's all. V square divided by R. So why, sir? Why to find out for calculating the power value we have three formulas, sir? Look at here. The first formula P that is equal to V and I. If you know this point, if you know voltage value and current value, we can find out the power value. Come to second formula. If you know the current value and resistance value, we can find out the power value. Alright, come to third one. If you know this voltage value and resistance value, we can find out the power value. Okay, so these all equations are differ from each other. Okay, let's look at here. The first formula is in terms of voltage and current, and second formula for calculating the power in terms of current and resistance, and third formula for calculating the power in terms of voltage and resistance. That's all. So to find out the power we have three formulas, very easy one. Okay, so these are all three formulas. So first formula P equal to V into I, and second formula P that is equal to I square R, and third formula P that is equal to V square divided by R. So these all are the formula. Is it clear? Yes. Shall I explain Tamil? Yes. நல்லா கவனிச்சுக்கோ. பவர் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு, ஓகே, ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்ஸோடைய பவர் கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு நமக்கு த்ரீ ஃபார்முலாஸ் இருக்குது. எத்தனை ஃபார்முலா? த்ரீ ஃபார்முலாஸ் இருக்குது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஃபார்முலா என்னென்னா P that is equal to V into I, செகண்டு P that is equal to I square R, அண்ட் தேர்ட் என்ன பார்த்தீங்கன்னா P that is equal to V square by R. சார் எதுக்கு சார் இவ்வளோ ஃபார்முலா இருக்குது அப்படின்னா, ஃபஸ்ட்டு ஃபார்முலா பாரு, வோல்டேஜும் கரண்ட்டும் மட்டும்தான் இருக்குது. ஸோ உனக்கு வோல்டேஜும் ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்ஸோட வோல்டேஜும் கரண்ட்டும் தெரிஞ்சுதுன்னா நம்ம பவரை கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். எஸ். செகண்ட் ஃபார்முலா பார்த்தீங்கன்னா கரண்ட்டும் ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் மட்டும் இருக்கும், வோல்டேஜ் இருக்காதுங்க. ஸோ ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்ஸோடைய கரண்ட்டும், அதில் எவ்வளோ கரண்ட் போகுது, அதில் எவ்வளோ ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சாலும் நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம்? பவர் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். அதே தேர்டு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இங்கே P that is equal to V square by R. இங்கே I இருக்காது, கரண்ட் இருக்காது. ஸோ ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் அப்ளையன்ஸுடைய எவ்வளோ வோல்டேஜ் போகுது, எவ்வளோ ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு தெரிஞ்சால் நம்ம பவர் கண்டுபிடிக்கலாம். ஓகே, ஸோ அதுதான் நமக்கு வேறு த்ரீ ஃபார்முலாஸ் இருக்குது. ஓகே, அந்த த்ரீ ஃபார்ம்ஸை நம்ம மெமரி பண்ணி தான் வேறு வழியே கிடையாது. ஓகே, எஸ். So for calculating the power of electrical appliances, we have three formulas. First one P that is equal to V into I, and second one P that is equal to I square R, and third one P that is equal to V square divided by R. That's all. V square divided by R. Is it clear, students? It's very easy one. Okay? Yes. I hope this class will be very useful for you. This class getting over. On basis of this concept, I'll put a new video only for numericals. Okay, only for numericals. Based on this concept, I'll put new video, separate video. Is it clear? Yes. So இந்த கான்செப்ட் எல்லாம் பேஸ் பண்ணி நான் ஒரு வீடியோ போடுறேன், அதை பார்த்துக்கோ. Okay students? Yes. Thank you.